everyone, this is audap. Let's check out The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD on Wii U. Okay. Let's do this. I won't stray too far from the path here. Let's see, hero mode. In hero mode, you take double damage and won't be given recovery hearts at any point. This mode is only for the truest heroes. Well, I'm probably not good enough for that, I'm gonna guess. I get scared whenever I see a bug. This is but one of the legends of which people speak. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died, and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy, clothed in green, appeared as if out of nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the dark one away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero. Once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youth to know courage like the hero of legend. Outset Island. Big brother! Ah, my favorite piece of Zelda music in the whole franchise. I'm really serious. Big brother! This is what I listen to when I'm like cleaning the house or cooking. Big brother? I knew you'd be here. Like he has a lobster shirt. She has a skull shirt for? I don't know, huh? This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Ariel's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday. That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Hurry up, big brother. Grandma's waiting for you back at the house. And I'm sure everyone else on the island wants to say hello to you, too. Ah, this game is gorgeous. I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't know, but when this game was first revealed, the reaction was, at least from the gaming press, was incredibly negative. I mean, people were like offended that Zelda could look like a cartoon, like a 3D cartoon. They were mad because Link didn't grow up with them, because they were like old fogies, and Link was still a little boy in a cartoon world, and they were ashamed that thing could look cartoony. Oi, Link, you! What's that? Today's your birthday? Oh, congrats, buddy! Are you that old already? Wow, time flies right by, doesn't it? You blink and poof, there goes a year. Why, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day, but look how tall it's gotten already. Say, do you want to try cutting it, Link? You'd be surprised at the things people drop in the grass. It's fun. It's like a treasure hunt. Except you're going to need some kind of grass cutting tool if you want to cut the grass. It's just common sense, buddy. And there would be a fair number of articles, decrying, this art direction that Nintendo was taking, and how terrible it was, and how it was betraying the hardcore gamer, the gamer that grew up with Link. And then this game came out, and it was awesome. The music was awesome, the graphics were awesome, the wind and the physics were awesome, the gameplay was awesome. Maybe not so much of the world design. I think there's some debate about whether or not the world is actually full enough and had enough content. But I think that's also an indication that people loved what they saw and they wanted to see more and play more. And all those hyper mature journalists, representing the gamer out there, they had to eat their stupid ass words, and it was hilarious. Oi, Linku. Hey, is it true that if you just have a little courage and run as fast as you can, then you can jump to that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me. And while this game was incredibly good looking on the GameCube, where originally released, it was nice that Nintendo went through and polished it up for an HD release. I hope they do it again, because I would love to play this again in 4K. I just saw a wild pig. Oh, see, look, that black one. Don't you see him? This is perfect. My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You ready to grab it, Linku? Now you can't just run up to it. Pigs are too alert to their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold ZR to crouch and L to tilt slowly behind it. Slowly? You could also distract it with bait, I guess. Oh, Linku, happy birthday! Hey, did your sister Errol find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandmother's looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head like me so she could help your grandma with chores. So if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar and press A to carry it. To put the jar down, she just has to press ZR. Can you tell her that for me? Oh no, I'm a little brother. I ain't telling her Jack. I was gonna be a jerk and never tell her. Ah, take that, little sister. Let's show you. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just targeted me, you see? When you press CL, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press CL to face forward, you know? It's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use targeting as well. Quite an ingenious thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you just climb that ladder over there and drop by my room. Oh, I don't know if I want you to teach me things, old man. Oh, hey, Linku, press ZL right here and use A to try to talk to me. Try it! Oh, I just did it just a little too soon. That targeting you just did has a wide range of uses, my boy, most certainly. For instance, you can use it to talk to far people, or if there isn't anyone to target, you can use it to face forward quickly. It's quite ingenious, I should say. If you desire the benefits of my wisdom, I can teach you many other things. Just climb up that ladder over there and come to see me in my room for some expert tutelage. Oh, Mama told me not to talk to weirdos. Your grandma was calling for you, Linku. And so was my mom. I need to get him a handkerchief. Today's your birthday, isn't it, Linku? Well, how nice for you. I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I? Well, to tell the truth, I could congratulate myself too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was actually thinking of getting a pet and keeping it here. The boys would really like that, I'm sure. Boys love pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. What do kids like these days? Listen, dearie, if you see any good pets around here, be a lamb and just bring one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we? Whoop! Right, well, let's get the show on the road, huh? I've been waiting for you, Linku. Here you are, Linku. Try these on. These are special clothes, made of special fabric that only the honest can see. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. You got the hero's new clothes. What the? Wow, they're really light. What's the matter? Why the long face? You can see them, can't you? Well, today's the day we commemorate the fact that you've reached the same age as the hero of the legends. You will have to be proud of that for at least one day. Put them on and see if you can't fool anybody in town. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as a decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those old days. Does all this make sense to you? Isn't that nice, Niku? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now, go get your sister, Errol. Little boys are invincible. I don't need no stinking ladder. Oh, let's go get her. Totally humming it in my head. I love this song. I know, it's actually funny to think now how, this style is actually everywhere. It's in first-person shooters and third-person shooters and competitive games. It's in the #1 game right now that's being played online. Oh, holy big brother. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? You all wear the same outfit. I think you need a new look. I guess they're pretty neat, though. So, anyway, Lincoln. Can you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second? I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! You got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Set it to Y, X, or R and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. Do it now and see what you can see. Using the gamepad, you can also touch and slide items to set them. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Oh, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over at our house from here. Big brother, are you using left stick to zoom in? Because you should be. Hey, what's that, Linku? Are you looking at the red postal box? The postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? No, Linku, the sky! Look up in the sky! That's a big ass board. Oh! Oh. Link, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Well, you are right on that, yes. What was that noise? It was awful. You better return home quickly. A sound like that can only mean trouble. You know what I'd do if trouble came to my way? I'd throw rocks to fight it off. You could handle that, couldn't you? It's easy. Just stand in front of a rock and press A to lift it. Press A again to throw it. If you just want to set the rock back down, press ZR. Do you understand? So soon? My. If you're already old enough to be wearing those clothes, then it's going to be very important for you to gather as much wisdom as you can from now on. If you're to make your way in the world, that is, Linku. Now, I've been studying a wealth of topics since long before you were born. I'm what you call a brain of all trades. You're a smart little fellow yourself, aren't you? I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down, and maybe you're the one I should pass it down to. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something I've researched thoroughly. And before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know. Such a racket! Can't you keep it quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dratted hooligan! Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother, who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day, the lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No. The brain's a muscle too, I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot. As if that's of any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Ooh, what's the matter, Linku? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Link? Ah, have you come for some serious instructions in the way of the sword? Yes, sir. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. Good. Keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Very good. Next is the vertical slice. Hold ZL to target me and then press B. Keep swinging. Very good. Next is the thrust. Target with ZL, then tilt the stick foot toward me and press B. Come at me. Thrust with your sword. Very good. Keep thrusting. You thrust by targeting with ZL, tilting towards me and press B. Next is the spin attack. Hold B briefly to build up your strength, then release it. Or rotate left stick once and press B. Very good. More. Keep it up. Next is harder. This is a parry attack. Target with ZL until you see a star burst, and then quickly press A to perform a defensive strike. Very good. And again, target with ZL and watch closely for A. Very good. Now finally the jump attack. Draw your sword, target, and press A. Come at me once more. That was a fine display. And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness in that sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow, I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Linku. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. You accepted the hero's sword. Wield it with B. Use it wisely and carefully. You don't want to let down the kind old man who has entrusted it to you. Since the olden days, this sword has been used to fend off evil. Its blade is infused with the desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Link. Grandma. Link, what is that thing you have on your back? Why are you carrying a dangerous thing like that around? Why are you doing... Well, why? What are you doing with such a dangerous thing? That's no toy. What's happened? Oh, that's right. I have to go out there. Okay. You know, in a game like this, the good thing is that because it's such a cartoony look, the fact that it's sort of chunky is totally okay, because you know, there are plenty of animated shows out there that look exactly like this, so it doesn't really hurt the visuals at all. You know, that there aren't more polygons being made of everything. It's real impressive they got all like the grass this way and the wind to blow and affect different parts of the world. That's what kind of gives the game a little bit of realism, but it's also this, you know, exaggerated kind of animation too, which gives it that cartoony look. But it's real pleasant, you know. It's just enough realism and just enough fantasy to get you more immersed into the world. Fairy fountain site. This spot marks the remains of an ancient fairy fountain. The legendary hero was said to come here after battle so the fairies could ease his weariness. It was also said that whoever met with the great fairy who lived here was blessed with great fortune, so it came to be known as the Fountain of the Fortune Goddess. Ouch! Wow, what's with that getup? Well, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right. That giant bird came in. Miss Tetra! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on this summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on top of the mountain? Well, that wasn't nice of it. Well, don't just stand there. Let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But, miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him. Come on. Hi, big brother. Brother! Stupid kid! Get a hold of yourself! She's gone! There's nothing you can do! What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates. You know, pirates, the terror of the seas. What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get. A headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all. But that doesn't really have anything to do with us, now does it? And how do you figure that? Whoa there. Just who are you? Where do you get up butting in on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. And just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment, and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands, and as a result I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter. Whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears, does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Linku here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is it true? Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped you, both you and Linku's sister, made its foul nest to the north, in the heights of the Forsaken Forest. The Forsaken Forest? Or Fortress? Isn't that place where So, what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Linku a little help. Now, would it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this forsaken fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. It's not brave, it's stupid. I mean, come on. Even a simple little island like this had to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with. Anything. Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing. Once we leave, we won't be coming back here for a while, so you'd better go say your goodbyes to your family while you have a chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. I happen to know where a shield is. Linku, I thought I heard Ariel's voice cry from far away. Is it really true? Ariel. I don't know why I want to call her that. It's Ariel. Maybe it's because I know multiple Ariels. It kind of rolls off the tongue. What is it, Linku? Please, tell Grandma what's troubling you. And where's Ariel? Is she still playing outside with the gulls? She is not. Link. Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. You got the hero shield. This is the legendary shield said to have been used by the hero himself. Hold ZR to defend yourself while holding the sword. You can move around if you defend while targeting. I guess it is true. Ariel really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? Oh, Ariel. What kind of weird boat is that? Linku, your sister. Ariel, she's... Don't tell me. You're not going to board that ship to try to save her, are you? Link, are you going somewhere? No? Let's say goodbye to everyone. Did you hear that noise, Linka? Did something happen? What was it? Oh, say, that's a fine sword you have there, buddy. Just look at that thing. You know, you'd be doing me a big favor if you cut this grass here for me. A little pocket change here for the long trip. Sometimes you can find things in the grass when you cut it, so it isn't always a thankless chore. It pays, buddy. So relaxing, so calm. Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. Are you sure you can still use that thing? Are you gonna get splinters and cry? Well, whatever. If you're ready, then let's go. Are you ready? Good luck, Link! Good luck finding Arrow! Take care of yourself! How much longer is this going to go on, do you think? Do you have an estimate? Are you sure you shouldn't just quit right now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just going to get more sentimental from here on out. There's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to your island? Link, listen, kid, you can't just stand around on deck. You'll get in everyone's way. I told Nico to look after you, so you'd better report below decks and ask him what you should be doing. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD on Nintendo Wii U. It's classic. Of course, it's probably my third favorite Zelda. I'd have to say Breath of the Wild's number 1, Twilight Princess number 2, and this is number 3. Although, honestly, they all really occupy the number 1 spot. There's very little difference between... there's very little separation between the games as far as the enjoyment that you get. I hope that Nintendo offers this on future platforms. Obviously, the Wii U didn't do all that well, so it'd be nicer if people could experience this game on a platform that is successful, like the Switch or whatever the next Nintendo platform is going to be. So hopefully we'll see it here soon. But in the meantime, we still have this version, which still looks great and plays great. Some performance issues here and there, depending on the situation, as you saw when I was cutting the grass, getting some money out of that. But in general, the game runs really good. The frame rate stays pretty consistent, and of course the upgraded visuals are really, really nice. And you play with the gamepad and have some extra functionality with the touchscreen, although I'm just going to be playing with the standard Wii U Pro Controller. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.